Why?
Michael, even given the injuries and the suspensions, was that still disappointing performance?
Oh, it was unacceptable. The start of games, there's a responsibility to be able to win the ball. It's basic that it's been around for a while, won't go away, and you just can't have a weight of possession, so much in favour of the opposition, and expect to sort of get any sort of flow or system or strategy implemented to try and put the opposition on the back foot at times. So, we were in backs to the wall from the very start of the game, and we're just not, for whatever reason, we're just not handling that as well as you'd like. So 2 weeks ago we did, and we haven't been able to do since, and it's been a bit of an issue for us. So, there's an enormous responsibility when you start in the middle of the ground that you've got to win the ball, and we're not doing that. So that's something that's got to change. Oh, not another week. I mean, walking into every contest, you expect the best of the opposition. You always do. To rely on the fact that they're going to come slightly off or underestimate you, take it easy, be distracted. I mean, they're all hopes. It's not what we operate by. It's got to be about what we can actually get done and the pressure we want to be able to achieve. And we're falling short of the mark in terms of the pressure. I mean, they hit in pretty hard. That's what they did, and that's what we expected. But you've got to be able to not only do that yourself, but you've got to put a bit of interest on it. And missed too many tackles early, and weren't winning the clearances. We're down about 9 or 10 early through the first quarter. I mean, it's just too much. So that's got to change.
Is it bad sign, Vossy, that, I mean, as wonderful a career as he's had, that Blakey was head and shoulders your best player tonight? Like, it's still so much relies on champion of the years, but still a 34-year-old?
Yeah, but again, we sort of, perhaps. I mean, like he was, just kept trying. I mean, that's what you come to expect from Blackie. I thought, Zorko was just amazing, the amount of chasing they did. Certainly in the first quarter we never won it, so we were going backwards quite a fair bit. But through the whole game, I just, the way that he was just steeled himself for the contest and just never gave up, and I just thought he was terrific the way that he did that. But collectively, as a midfield mix, we've got a group of players that are in there that have to be accountable for the performance that was there today, and it wasn't good enough. So, and a lot of our players that are in there are senior players, and they've got to lead the way. And that's Blackie included, despite the fact that he's fought his way through the game. We want more joining him.
You've obviously spent a lot of time with them there, Michael. Was it stern words or a message to the group after?
A little bit of both. There's a little bit of the whenever you feel like your non-negotiables are being breached, I think it's fair game. Yeah, it's fair game. Because you cannot compromise those at any particular time. No matter age profile of your group, no matter whatever it is, you just can't do that. And then there's the other parts, which are the learnings from it. And we had a young group out there that'll learn from some of the players they played against today. They've learned about the pressure that needs to be sustained across not only the first quarter but 4 quarters, the decisions and how clean you've got to be with the ball. So, there's got to be a bit of both in this for us. But the disappointing thing is that we're just not getting those non-negotiables done, and that's, not from the start of the game. And one of those is just winning the ball, and the second one is sticking your tackles. And we just weren't doing that very well from the outset. As the game wore on, we got better, but you've got to be able to start from the very start of the game and just put you on the back foot, and then it looks like your ball movement starts to break down because they're trying to force the issue, and then at times you can look quite sloppy, but it's often because you're sort of trying to force things to happen as opposed to let it happen because you're starting on the back foot.
You've got a bye coming up, a little bit of time off, or will you make the players work extra hard, or what's your sort of thoughts going into this period?
Well, it's probably coming at a good time for us. So we've limped into the bye a little bit. But at the same time, we'll go our normal protocols. They'll have the weekend pretty much to themselves over the next couple of days. So we've got the reserves game tomorrow, and then it's a normal week for us. They'll get a couple of days off here and there, but we're in the midst of a season, and continuity is important for us, and we've got to keep players going, and there's still a fair bit to work on.
Is there an injury in Maloney, or is that tactical?
Oh, he's got some contact in the midriff, so we just have to wait and see what the outcome of that is. So he's a bit too sore to keep going though.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.